Imagine being completely alone. No people, no rescue, no way home. Just you and an endless island surrounded by silence. For most, this would be a nightmare. But for one man, it became reality. Abandoned on a remote island, he survived not for days, not for months, but for years. This is the real life story that inspired Robinson Crusoe and how one man turned isolation into survival. Before the island, there was a sailor. Alexander Selkirk was no stranger to danger. Born in Scotland, he grew up in a time when the sea was opportunity and risk. He joined privateering expeditions, sailing across dangerous waters in search of fortune. Life at sea was harsh: storms, disease, conflict, but nothing could prepare him for what was coming. In 1704, Selkirk found himself aboard a ship he no longer trusted. He believed it was unseaworthy, rotting, unsafe, doomed. In a moment of desperation, he made a bold choice. He demanded to be left behind on an island. At first, it seemed like a smart move, until the ship sailed away and never came back. Selkirk was alone. The reality of isolation hit fast. No civilization, no help, no certainty of survival. The island was both beautiful and terrifying. Food was uncertain. Water had to be found. Shelter had to be built. At night, fear crept in. The sound of waves, the darkness, the unknown. Survival was no longer a choice. It was the only option. Over time, Selkirk adapted. He learned to hunt goats. He gathered fruits and edible plants. He built shelter from available materials. He even used fire for cooking and warmth. But survival wasn't just physical, it was mental. Loneliness became his greatest enemy. Days turned into months. Months turned into years. With no one to speak to, Selkirk had to fight his own thoughts. He sang. He talked to himself. He created routines. Without structure, the mind begins to break. But Selkirk refused to lose control. He adapted not just to survive, but to endure. Over time, something changed. The island was no longer his enemy. It became his home. He moved freely, hunted efficiently, and understood the land. He even became faster and stronger, chasing goats barefoot across rough terrain. What once felt like a prison became a place of mastery. Despite adapting, one hope never faded: rescue. Every distant ship brought hope. Every passing sail brought fear of being missed. Years passed with no sign, until one day, a ship appeared. After more than 4 years, Selkirk was finally rescued. But returning to society wasn't easy. The world had changed, and so had he. From isolation to civilization, the transition was overwhelming. He had survived, but at a cost. Selkirk's story spread. It inspired writers, including Robinson Crusoe. His survival became legendary, a reminder of human resilience, and proof that even in total isolation, survival is possible. Stranded, alone, forgotten, yet he endured. Not because it was easy, but because he refused to give up. If this story amazed you, make sure to subscribe to Vaults of History, like this video, and hit the notification bell. Because history isn't just about empires and wars. Sometimes it's about one man, alone, fighting to survive. And tell me in the comments, do you think you could survive even 1 year alone on an island?